is a lot of clouds in place, but there have been a few breaks, and that's going to be important to the forecast as we go forward through the day. As we get some sunshine, we're going to really heat things up today. And with the heat and humidity, do look for showers and thunderstorms to develop as we head into the afternoon. The best chance will be inland later on in the afternoon. I'll be back to talk more about the forecast. We have another front on the way for tomorrow. We'll let you know what that means coming up with Weather on the 9s. In the meantime, Holly, will send it back to you.
We are in store for, hopefully, none of that. What we'll be seeing this Easter. Can we hit the beach? Are we going to get more rain? What's our forecast looking like, Josh?
Yes and yes.
Okay.
Because we're going to have the showers and thunderstorms out there, Holly, but they will be inland. So if you have beach plans today, it looks just fine. Now, the distribution of the rain will be similar to what we had yesterday as we take a look at Klystron 9's estimate of the rainfall yesterday. I'm showing this to you really to show you where the showers were. Now, there were some spots that picked up some heavy totals where you see the green, that's better than a half an inch. Yellow is more than an inch. But notice west of I-75, with the exception of Citrus County, was dry. I do expect it to be similar today. Now we may see a passing shower here or there, but for the most part, as we go through the day, we'll get an area of showers and thunderstorms to develop inland. Right now, here's Klystron 9, and there's nothing really going on. Just one leftover shower in Osceola County that's left over from yesterday's rain. And that's it. Otherwise, we'll wait several hours before things get going around here. Different story out toward the northwest. Here's the wider view of Klystron 9, and look at all this heavy rain out across western Florida, back toward Mobile and into Mississippi and Louisiana. These are some areas that got hit very hard yesterday with some very heavy rain. Of course, where there's rain, there's clouds, but we also have some cloud cover here. And what I'm seeing, however, is a couple of breaks in the clouds, and that means that as we get the sun to come up, we're going to really start to heat things up, and it won't be too difficult because we're already starting out on a very warm note. Look at these early morning temperatures around the area. It's still March, folks, and we're in the 70s to start things out. 73 in Tampa, it's 71 in Lutz right now. Thanona-Sassa coming in at 73, Brandon at 73. Polk County also has widespread lower 70s this morning, 73 at Lake Wales. Polk City coming in at 72, and even those normally cooler spots really aren't normally cool this morning. So we'll look for clouds and sunshine today. The storm chance will be inland and north with a high of 84 degrees. And overnight tonight, mostly cloudy. A couple of scattered showers will be around this evening, and then perhaps by daybreak tomorrow we'll see some more with a cold front approaching, and there'll be some scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Not quite as hot with a high of 80 degrees. Now we're going to keep some warmth and rain chances in the 7-day forecast. I'll have those details coming up for you in 10 minutes. But first, here is another look at Klystron 9.
Now, your Weather on the 9's forecast featuring Klystron 9.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here for Weather on the 9s. I'm meteorologist Josh Linker, and on this Easter Sunday, we're looking at warmth and humidity, kind of summer-like around the area for today. And if you have boating plans today, not looking horrible. We are going to see a few showers and storms along the Nature Coast for today. South to southwest wind at 10 to 16 knots. Seas running 2 to 3 feet, and just a light to moderate chop out there on the inland waters. Around Tampa Bay and the Sun Coast, a very low rain chance here. South to southwest wind at 10 to 16. 2 to 3 foot seas, and we're going to go with a light to moderate chop out there on Tampa Bay and the other inland waters on account of that south to southwest wind picking up a little bit as we go through the day. So it remains warm and humid out there. And what I'm noticing on the satellite imagery here is a lot of clouds out across North Florida back to the west. There's an upper level disturbance coming in here. Very active weather pattern just to the north of us. Heavy rain has been across parts of the deep south into North Florida. For us, our showers and storms yesterday anyway were developed with the heating of the day and the sea breeze that came in. And we'll see a similar setup today, and that means inland spots. Points to the north, you'll be the favored locations for the showers and storms today. So if you're watching near the coast or farther south, say from Pinellas County to Manatee County, your rain chances are very, very low for today. Now tomorrow, another front is going to close in on the area. The rain chances will continue. I do expect tomorrow more areas to at least see some scattered showers around, an earlier start, extra clouds, not quite as hot tomorrow, about 80 or so, but we will stay on the warm and muggy side for the next several days because this front is not going to come all the way through. In fact, it'll retreat and lift back to the north, and that'll keep us in the warm and humid air mass for the next several days. In the meantime, today, clouds and some sunshine, scattered showers and storms. The sea breeze will form and press the threat inland as we head into the afternoon, and those will linger into this evening. Now, for today in your county by county forecast, Citrus Hernando counties, you'll see high temperatures in the lower 80s today. Look out for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Isolated activity more scattered or more widespread the farther east you go in Pasco County. 85 today in Wesley Chapel, Dade City the same. In Polk County, you could see another day of heavy storms. 86 Lakeland, Winter Haven at 87. Again, the storm threat later in the afternoon into the evening. Manatee County, your rain chances are very low today. Bradenton at 83, Lakewood Ranch at 87 for the high. In Pinellas County, just a small chance of an isolated shower. High temperatures in the lower 80s. Same thing in Hillsborough County. We'll look for a high temperature of 84 in Tampa, Plant City, 86. The farther east you go in Hillsborough County, the better the chance for rain will be through the afternoon. So here's your 7-day forecast, and we're going to keep the temperatures up a bit in the 80s for the next several days, and rain chances remain. Now tomorrow at 50% with a pretty good chance at seeing some showers, an off chance at a thunderstorm. On Tuesday, 80, Wednesday, 84. Notice the rain chance is down a little bit to 20%, and that's because the humidity drops a touch. You see those lows in the 60s. And then by the end of the week, we'll bump up that rain chance just a little bit on Friday. High of 84, and next weekend, some question marks remain right now, but for the time being, we'll leave a rain chance in on Saturday. That's your 7-day forecast. Here's the latest pollen forecast for the next 3 days, and it is brought to you by Famous Tate Appliance and Bedding Centers. It's time now for the latest from Klystron 9. I'm meteorologist Josh Linker, and more thunderstorms are on the way. I'll have the forecast coming up.
Now, your weather on the 9's forecast featuring Klystron 9.
The time is 7:29. Good morning, and thank you for joining us here for your morning news. I'm meteorologist Josh Linker, and on this Easter Sunday, it is warm to start things off. We are in the lower 70s around the area, 73 in Tampa, 73 at Winter Haven, Brooksville. You're coming in at 72, Crystal River the same. And we're still noticing a lot of cloud cover out there. More clouds to the northwest of us across western Florida, out toward New Orleans and Louisiana. That's where there's been quite a bit of rain. Now for us, if you have beach plans today, there is a low rain chance along the coast. We do have a pretty good shot at seeing showers and thunderstorms inland, but beachgoers out on the water today, it does look fine. The wind will be coming in from the southwest with the sea breeze this afternoon. Now, I'm going to be back to talk more about our rain chances for the days ahead. That's coming up with weather on the 9s, but for now we're going to send things over to Holly Gregory with today's top story.
Happy Easter to you. A lot of folks headed out today for activities outside, Easter egg hunts. Let's find out what they have in store. Still a chance of showers out there, Josh, but certainly not a washout here.
Not a washout for most areas, Holly. In fact, the rain chance should hold off till this afternoon, so anything this morning should be mainly dry, at least from a rainfall standpoint. But it's really sticky out there this morning. I'll show you the temperatures in a moment, but we'll look outside now, and this is our view from downtown Tampa at Curtis Hickson Park. Cloudy skies out there this morning. This is brought to you by Ackerman Jewelers, and here's our view from the Trade Winds Resort at St. Pete Beach. Should be another decent beach day. Again, there'll be some extra clouds, but the rain chance along the coast is very, very low today. Right now it is 72 degrees, the humidity at 91%, and we have a south-southeast wind at 8 miles per hour. Now in Lakeland, we have some cloudy skies, and you have a fair shot at seeing some thunderstorms today. This is brought to you by A&E Auto Body, and at the moment here, we're also in the low 70s at 73, relative humidity 94%, and we have a south-southeast wind at 11 miles per hour. So we'll take a look at the numbers around the area, and we do have a couple of spots that managed to cool down a little bit more. Manatee County, Lakewood Ranch got to 69 now, 70 in Bradenton, 72 in Brooksville, Inverness at 72, so really warm stuff all across the area this morning. So here's the satellite imagery, and I do notice a lot of clouds out toward the west, but we are picking up some breaks in the clouds from time to time, and that's going to be important to the short-term forecast because we'll get some heating to take place. The sea breeze will form, press inland, and that's where we'll see the showers and thunderstorms. Speaking of which, things are quiet now, but out toward the northwest, I see all the showers here showing up on Klystron 9. Very heavy rain out there for the second day in a row, and it looks like the next couple of days up there anyway, we'll have a chance to dry things out a little bit. In the meantime, today, here we're going to see a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Temperatures going to get up into the 80s again, 74 at 10 o'clock, and tomorrow morning Another warm and sticky one with numbers in the lower 70s to start out your Monday. Now, if you have travel plans, not a whole lot happening. We are seeing the storms along the Gulf Coast, and we see some rain and snow around Kansas City, and then back toward the west, another round of rain heading into Seattle. But I don't really expect anything to cause too many travel delays, although we are starting to see a few in Pittsburgh and Detroit this morning. Temperature in Cleveland 33, New York at 43, and it is 62 in Atlanta right now. If you want the colder weather, go out west. That's where it's been for days and days and days. Denver at 24, Rapid City at 18 right now, and in Salt Lake City the numbers at around 40 degrees. Now I'm going to be back with your 7-day forecast. We'll talk more about some warmth and humidity and rain chances coming up in 10 minutes. But first, here's another look at Klystron 9.
Now, your weather on the 9's forecast featuring Klystron 9.
Good morning and thank you for joining us here for Weather on the 9's. I'm meteorologist Josh Linker, and we have warm and humid conditions out there on this Easter Sunday, and we're going to see more of that throughout the day. Heavy showers and thunderstorms will develop later on for some of us. The best chance will be north and inland again, like what we had yesterday. Now, we could also see a couple of those stronger storms like we had yesterday, otherwise just remaining warm and muggy. There'll be another front that'll come into the area tomorrow, at least into North Florida, so it'll be nearby. Because of that, we will see the rain chances continuing around the area. So here's the satellite imagery, and what I'm noticing is, like yesterday, a couple of breaks in the clouds. That's important to the forecast because we'll get the heating to take place. The sea breeze forms, it comes inland, and a lot like a summertime pattern with the heavy showers and storms, but it'll wait till it gets inland before those storms really get going as we head through the afternoon hours. So here's a look at our computer model, and what we'll see here is a southerly component to the wind. A lot of heavy rain again out toward the northwest of us, and we'll get those showers and storms to form inland. Then tomorrow the front comes in. We'll see a couple of showers around, and then for Tuesday, the front will actually kind of lift back toward the north. We'll get a northeast wind component to be in place, and with the sea breeze developing on Tuesday, there'll be a couple of spotty showers. So a lower rain chance will come in for a couple of days. We'll knock the humidity back just a little bit, not to the point where it's really comfortable, but just not quite as humid as what we've had over the last few days. So here's a little more detail with the precipitation. In the afternoon, we'll see those showers and thunderstorms developing. Again, not quite as widespread as yesterday, but some could be heavy. And then we'll notice the advance of that cold front late tonight, and that'll come into the area during the day tomorrow with some of those showers around. So for today, we're going to look for sunshine and clouds mixed. More clouds will develop, obviously, as we get the heating of the day, and those showers and thunderstorms will pop. Some of those could be heavy over inland spots where high temperatures will be in the middle to upper 80s with a few of those storms around. And nearer to the coast, the rain chances are very, very low. So if you have boating plans, looks pretty good. Low rain chance. South to southwest wind at 10 to 16 knots. The seas will be running at about 2 to 3 feet, and we'll go with a light to moderate chop out there on Tampa Bay and the other inland waters. Now, your 7-day forecast will reveal we'll continue with the warmth. We'll knock the humidity back a little bit, and that will allow the temperatures in the mornings to get back down into the upper 60s, so not quite as uncomfortable. But we do have rain chances every day in some way, shape, or form. 20% by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll briefly knock it up to 30% on Friday. And then next weekend, some uncertainty in the forecast. So right now, we'll keep the rain chance at 20% with a high on Saturday of 80. That's your 7-day forecast. Another check of the weather is coming up at the top of the hour. But first, here's another look at Klystron 9.
And weather. This is your morning news weather now.
Good Sunday morning to you, and welcome to Bay News 9 and happy Easter. I'm Holly Gregory. We're moving up on 8 o'clock this morning. Going to start the day off checking on the forecast with meteorologist Josh Linker. And lots of folks have things going on this holiday weekend. Sunrise service taking place right now. Kids looking for the Easter eggs, and it's a warm start out there, Josh.
It is warm and it is humid, Holly. Temperatures have been running in the low 70s around the area, and we're just going to get even warmer as we go through the day. Right now, we're looking at a lot of clouds that are in place. So if you're heading out and about this morning, for Easter morning. You can expect temperatures to be in the 70s. I would say by about 10 o'clock we'll already be in the 80s in a few locations as we'll see some sunshine coming in. But we'll look at the numbers now around the area. It's up to 73 in Brandon, 73 in Lakeland, Inverness at 72, St. Petersburg now 71. Still quite a bit of cloud cover out there as we look at the satellite imagery. I am seeing some breaks starting to take place, and that's important to the forecast because as we get the sunshine to come in, at least in part, will really warm things up. Look out for some more thunderstorms, especially inland later on today. I'll be back to talk more about that. We'll have another look at Klystron 9 for you coming up in 10 minutes. But in the meantime, Holly will send it back to you.